Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a two-part video. First part is going to be a small haul because I went to Goodwill on Friday because Paul had a 30% off coupon, so that was awesome. And then I'm going to talk about offers and discounts, especially pertaining to Poshmark, okay? So if you hear noise in the background, that is Paul beside me playing with his transformer. He is trying to clean out the battery compartment of this thing he bought at Goodwill yesterday. So if you hear anything, it's just Paul. That's all it is. All right, so 30% off. I have to get my list so I can do the math for you. All righty. The first thing this is what I picked up. I saw this one. Oh, that's a cute little card holder. And we like to play cards. I thought maybe. And then I looked at it, and it's a Bombay company. Original price, $4.79, which means I only paid $3.35 for it. It's really pretty. It's not bad condition. There's a little bit of faint sort of wear and scratches on the top, but they are selling in around the $30 mark on eBay. So I'm really happy with that. I thought that was really pretty. And Bombay company sells well for me, so I like doing that. I picked up this little mini dress, part to Copenhagen. Unfortunately, there is no material content. It does have pockets though. And it feels like it's a linen. Does it have pockets? There's the pockets. It feels like it's a linen. It's a size 40. Regular price $7.79. So that means it was only $5.45. This brand sells in around the $40 mark. So I thought that was really cute. I love the color. And linen, it does feel like a linen blend at least. So that usually does really, really well. The next one is this really pretty bra. The brand is Dees or DC. I don't know how to say it. I believe it's a Pennington's exclusive brand, but it's really pretty. Bras were only $3.79, so that means I only paid $2.65 for this. I'm looking at least $25 to get out of that bra. Bras, again, untapped market. If you haven't checked them out, absolutely check them out, okay? I'm debating about doing a bra brand video just to give you guys some insight about what really sells well. Let me know if you're interested in that. The next one I got in the same section, in the sleepwear section actually. This is cute cherry print little nightie. Oopsie, where'd you go? It is Torrid Curve, size 2X. Only price at $4.49. So that means I paid $3.14 for this cute little nightie. Somebody would like that. Again, buying Torrid, I have to be careful of my price point because Torrid is just not selling for those prices anymore. So hopefully, $25, $30 out of that as well. The last ones I'm going to show you are these little sockies. One's got Tweety, one's got butterflies. They're both new with tags. They were only $1.29, which means they were only 90 cents a piece. Paul looked these up on eBay, the Cozy Moments. They're selling for about $10 or $12. I thought these would be great for this time of year, stocking stuffers, Christmas. They're easy to photograph. I'm going to take the tags off, those Goodwill tags, and photograph them. Do you think I should list them together as a lot, or should I do them separately? I don't know yet, because together they could probably go for about $20 or $25. Separately, maybe $10. So I don't know. We'll see. But easy peasy to list, and I'm excited to get them listed. If they do not sell, these are the types of socks I like to wear in the winter around my house, because I'm not a slipper person. So if they don't sell, then I have myself some new socks. So I'm happy with that. So that's all I picked up. Paul did pick up a few things as well. But really and truly, it was sort of a surprise to go. Paul just said, hey, you know what? I just got a coupon in my email. It's like, yeah, let's go. I haven't been there for a while. Their prices are still a little bit too much. And even with the 30% off, it's like, you know what I mean? But I did pick up some good stuff, and I'm happy with that. So with this and with what I pulled from the last of the eBay totes, I have enough to do listings for the next week. So I'm actually really, really happy about that. Getting back on track, I feel good about it. So let's talk about discounting and offers to likers and things like that. Poshmark is very much an offer counter offer sort of marketplace. I know that my sales, about at least 70% of my sales are from offers, whether they are offers to likers or offers from likers. That's a huge percentage. So that's where I'm going to be putting my energy is into doing offers. That means that in my pricing strategy, I have to make sure that there's room in order to offer discounts, because that's what people like on Poshmark. They like to get a good deal, and the better deal you can sort of give them, the better they're going to like it and they're going to purchase. So always build in some wiggle room into your prices, which means that you have to keep your cost of goods low in order to do that sometimes. Like for instance, with these socks, I knew going in they were not a huge sale price. I knew that going in just from their nature. But because I only spent 90 cents on them, I have a little bit of wiggle room if I do list them for $15. Then if I sell them for 10, I'm still making good profit, right? I would not list these for $10 because then my offer situation is a little bit tighter, and I want to be able to give buyers the best possible deal I want them to think they're getting the best possible deal. Does that make sense? So I do send out offers. My automation, my PrimeLister sends out. Right now I have it set for 16% and $9.99 shipping. That's here on Poshmark Canada. And they go out 6 minutes after a like. That is, the 6-minute mark is something that my PrimeLister person told me about. This is what they have found, that the faster that you do it, the better that it is. Because you want to get that person when they're still on the app, when they're still browsing, when they're excited to buy something. So that seems to be working really well for me. I do play with my percentage or my shipping discount once in a while. I will switch it up. And usually on the weekends, on Saturdays, I will take the week's worth of likes and I will send out a bigger discount. So I might send out 25% or 26% because I think it has to be 10% more. Just doing that once a week really seems to I don't know, it does something with the algorithm, and Poshmark likes us to be active, so doing that manually as well really does help my sales. And you know what? I have to say, sometimes it's just the name of the game. It's the way the market is. You can send out fantastic, 20, 30, 40% off offers and not get any bites. But in the next couple of days, you can send out the same thing and get bites. So it is trial and error, and it's also, just trying new things. Try it on a different day. Try a different percentage. Try it on different items. I tend to send out bigger offers on my 90-day items, the ones that have been listed for a long time. I'll send out 30 or 40% off on them just to get rid of them. You know what I mean? But I also have to make sure I have that wiggle room in the prices. One of the reasons I don't do closet clear out very much is because you can, every Friday or every Sunday or whatever days they're having it now, you can reduce it by 10% and then reduce it again by 10%. You're already at 20% off your price, right? So I don't participate in that very often because it brings the price so much down that there's less wiggle room for my offers. So rule of thumb for Poshmark especially, always price with wiggle room for offers in mind, which means that you have to be picking up those items that are low enough in your cost of goods and the sale price is high enough that you have lots of room there to play with the prices and to find that sweet spot where somebody's going to be, yes, I want that. So always make sure you have wiggle room in your prices. Do your comp search and your sell-through rates as well when you're picking things up so that you know that they at least will sell. It's not oversaturated and you don't have to go to, bottom dollar and make $1 instead of making $10. Timing of offers can be quite tricky. I agree with PrimeLister when they say, strike while it's hot, so if someone likes it. I do like to leave a couple of minutes. I think leaving a few minutes so somebody can browse browse my closet or whatever, I think that's a good thing. 6 minutes is their recommendation. I was doing 30 minutes and I have seen a huge improvement with 6 minutes. Now that's with automation. I do like that I don't have to worry about sending offers out in the middle of the night. That PrimeLister does it for me. I have been using Smart Sell for the same reason. because Poshmark is now countering offers for us. So if I'm asleep and somebody likes something and they offer, Poshmark will counter offer as long as I have Smart Sell on. But you have to be careful with Smart Sell because they automatically assume your lowest price. You can go in and change that. Change the price to something you're comfortable with, and Poshmark will deal with it as well. And again, it's using their feature, which they love, and its activity, which they love. With offers from likers, from offers from buyers, countering is better than denying. That's not the right word. Declining. Thank you, Paul. Countering is better than declining. Countering is better than waiting a long, long time. Sometimes the advice was, if somebody sends you an offer and that item has other likes on it, wait a while before you do anything so that the other likers get notified. Because that sends out, Poshmark sends out, hey, there's an offer on the item you liked. Hurry up before it's gone. I would not wait as long as I would normally. So like if somebody sends me an offer and there's lots of likes on that item, I might just wait an hour as opposed to waiting 3 hours. Because Poshmark likes you to be fast in acting and fast in commenting or responding to buyers. So that's something to keep in mind now too. That's something that's a little bit different. So countering an offer is better than declining an offer or ignoring an offer. Once in a blue moon, if you decline an offer, it's not going to matter. It's going to be fine. And yes, you know what? Honestly, if I have something listed for $200 and somebody offered me $20, I'm just like, okay, goodbye, go away, because there's just no way. That's just weird. So always remember, action is always better on Poshmark. So countering is better than waiting and declining, even though declining is an action. Countering leaves it open for you. That's about it. Keep room in your prices and always respond to offers. That's it. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. I am feeling so much better. It's so good to be back on track. I've done some photographs today. I've done some listing. Paul has did a few drafts on Poshmark for me from eBay so that I could list those as well. So that makes me feel good too. So I feel much better, much more on track. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on Monday for my accountability. I have no idea what day 1700. I have no idea what day it is, but it'll be a Monday. Okay? I'll see you guys next time. Bye.